Because Kanye is a billionaire for really one and one reason only. It's his Yeezy brand. Yes. Ye owns Yeezy, and Yeezy is a billion-dollar company with deals with Adidas and Gap. And Ye was making Adidas so much money that it seemingly he believed that Adidas couldn't cancel him or couldn't end his deal because it would hurt them so much. Matter of fact, he was so confident of it, he said this on Drink Champs.
You took that same deal with that white company
with Gap and with Adidas. And now the thing about it, me and Adidas, is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? Now what? You know what I'm saying? So that's the position. That's the reason why when I was talking to Cube, I said, yo, I'm gonna hold my ground. I'm not backing down. No Nick Cannon, no. And by the way, Nick Cannon, the GOAT, pro-life. Let's go.
I think he underestimated his issue with Adidas. Now, for you to understand why Adidas was kind of forced into letting Kanye go, you have to kind of understand the history of Adidas. Adidas was founded by Nazis. Brothers Adolf and Rudolf had been members of the Nazi Party, and toward the end of World War II, their shoe factory was converted into a munitions plant for the war effort. Yeah. So Adidas, being founded by Nazis and having their biggest stars spew out anti-Semitic tweets, they seemingly had no choice but to cut ties with Kanye, as they did. In a statement, Adidas wrote, Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism and other sorts of hate speech. The company said in a statement, Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous. And they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. Now, it's interesting to note, the sportswear company Adidas, by cutting Kanye, will be losing $246 million in profits. So this deal has cost them $250 million. And because Adidas has cut him from this deal and took $250 million hit, guess what happened to Kanye West's status as a billionaire? It evaporated with that deal. But he's still worth $400 million, which is nothing to sneeze at. You know, one thing I've been hearing a lot, especially on the Twitter streets, is that, you know, Kanye got a pass from black people. But understand why he got that pass. That Katrina thing, when he said about Katrina, that's what people were feeling. That was before you could say stuff like that, right? Kanye was out there saying the stuff that people were feeling. You know, why was it while black people were called looters, while white people were looking for food? Like, he was saying the stuff that the black community was feeling watching the Katrina thing unfold and challenging the establishment, calling them essentially racist, right? But now that same establishment that he felt was racist, now he's seemingly defending. And in my opinion, that was because people in the black community understood where Kanye's heart was, understood the type of person who we thought he was. And I think he's shattering that now. And that's why he could say these things like that, because we're like, well, even though he's saying this crazy stuff, when it came down to it and people were out there dying, Kanye had our back. He was the only one saying what we needed people to say, right? But now that Kanye is gone. But no matter how you feel about Kanye, about his comments, you have to also understand people do vote with their pockets. Companies do vote with their partnerships. And if I was running a company and someone is out there saying these type of statements, that's bad for business. So some cancellations is just unavoidable, because if you say things that are just too crazy, then it's bad for business and it becomes negative. And I think that's what happened with Adidas. Adidas don't want anyone talking about the fact that they were started by Nazis. Most probably people who are listening to this didn't probably even know that until now.